Kuluvinaka, very good afternoon and warm welcome here to Marcelin Ground, Maris Ground here in Vatuanga for this first round clash of the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship. This is an opportunity for these two great teams, NASINU in orange and of course Northland in yellow and blue, for a chance to get first points in this first of 6 rounds for this Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship. With me this afternoon is the unstoppable, the awesome as ever, Koli from My TV. Koli, who's our team list for today?
Sebenarnya kan boleh benar turang na maramah daru nangon leo patalan kina bikim nikil sar na don bitu koni na matiti merua mai ingi tu ko na singa ni kuwa na Vodafone Cup. Ya na matiti ni Northland Loosehead tokin na o anreving gravi huka o sermai rongoyawa patalan kina be mesake en number 3 number 4 Ratu Emori, number 5 Marika patalan kina number 1 Osea Semi kapatalan kina be ena nambol Malakai. Number 2 Pita kapatalan kina be Kamilieli, and number 3 kan 2 Chese kapatalan kina be number 3 Karua o Norani kapatalan kina number 3 Katolu. En singani kuwa o Marau kapatalan kina na wing o Sakiasi kapatalan kina na fullback o Vito.
As we see both teams ready for the kickoff, and of course this will be the first round match for these two teams, an opportunity to gain first points in the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship. Both teams ready and of course awaiting the ref who's given the signal. Grassroots rugby at its very best. The first round of the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship here in Vatuanga as Northland take the kickoff. NASINU fielded strongly, and of course an opportunity for both teams to gain some early points in the first round. There'll be 6 rounds of the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship with Ramsami NASINU and of course Northland taking up this first challenge. This will be the game of the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of fireworks expected. NASINU with the bigger pack, and of course Northland with that awesome first 5 Bongitini, cousin to one of the greats, Gene Bongitini, who used to play for Northampton Saints a number of years ago. As we see Northland taking the ball up strongly inside the half of NASINU early in the first half. A good attacking raid. NASINU's defense being called into question, answering that question now. Northland back with possession behind the game line, and of course NASINU trying to apply the pressure. Ref calls it. Yes, it looks like playing the ball on the ground. First penalty to NASINU early in the first half, Koli.
Matani non rongito na matiti merua ya binakan ni soli binataltungan nan raki kata binato na singa kapatalan kina munde binato na kinatangi kapatalan kina bir ke sarna leni bono don bitokoni en non ramai tokoni tiko na matitimi en singa ni kuwa.
First penalty for NASINU as they decide to go for the line out option. Looks to be that the Bulls will be behind NASINU, but of course that could change very quickly with these ground conditions this afternoon. Beautiful day for some awesome rugby this afternoon. Great ground conditions, perfect match conditions, Koli.
Totoka en norto kambata tumingo na matatimini NASINU orto na sanga merto na tambang rawa na matenikai kapatalan kin na matatimini Northland norto sa sanga tingo kapatalan kin nirto muri rangitigo raw sara merto na raw ka kepaka orto pangatawin na matenteng.
Unfortunately, that line out not going the way of NASINU. Northland with an opportunity to clear the ball. They have possession, but they're deep inside their half. They need to get the ball out of there quickly. Unfortunate for NASINU, they weren't able to execute the line out. Goes for the offload. Manages to pay off. Taking too many risks inside their half, and of course that is the see, they're playing it behind the game line now. They're behind their own try line. Bongitini does well to get the ball out to the very big winger from Northland, and of course that mistake not costing Northland any points or any position at this time. They still have the ball. It's getting scrappy. Northland need to set it up, but the ref says no. Penalty to NASINU. Northland gambled by trying to play the ball inside their own half, deep inside their own half, near their try line, and they've paid a price. Unfortunately, now NASINU with an opportunity to attack. And of course, they're going for the points, Koli, trying to get points early in the first half.
Koko tiko na nondo tu sa sanga tu mena mata tim ni Northland ya erto na sanga merto na lakotani mai kin na esenirara ka raon ni erto na mipakai kin na matim NASINU yo matim NASINU toto ko na nondo tu tatang kumaki kapatan kin na nondo tu sa sanga soli kin birto na mateni tutongi.
NASINU lining up the penalty shot. and of course a chance to get points early in the first half. It's important that teams in the Vanua Championship, the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship, get points early, as of course fitness and the pace of the games does take its tolls on both teams. Goes for the early kick, gets the distance but lacks direction, and now Northland with an opportunity to relieve pressure after that unsuccessful penalty.
Yo may lenga na dangya en bukungan ni norutu siniwili gabi na mata ni dangi na matitim na sino na puno sarang adang itong mekina sa nandua mundi itong mekina na dangi ko wabun na nambiling itong may napolo kasi nga niya to sa rinikin na lomani mata-mata.
All the teams playing, especially in the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship, have had a long wait. This is a good opportunity to get back into some good old-fashioned grassroots rugby. Every player from Fiji, every Fijian player has had to start here at grassroots rugby. As you can see, NASINU taking the ball up strongly through their very big forwards, rumbling it up, trying to tie out and look for space on the outside behind the game line. They're on the halfway line right now, and of course Northland's defense holding strong. NASINU with an opportunity, and we have Lomani with the chip kick, and of course the fullback for Northland allowing it to bounce, and he's putting himself under pressure. As you can see, NASINU piling in the forwards. Northland still have possession, but no, it's a penalty. A penalty by the referee has been called. A professional foul possibly. The ref does not look happy. That's right, we have our first yellow card of the match for Northland. Repeated infringements. Northland will lose their winger, the number 14 Tamananakoro, for the next 10 minutes. And NASINU opting to take the tap and an opportunity. And of course, looking for that crossfield Cook. There's I think he has it. It's looks like it's a good he made the right choice. The refs are discussing. Kohli, what do you reckon? Did he make it?
Oro to na square kami tambag ito kaya yo nang kay iraw ni nagbiwan titik tele na square kay pagka to sabo kayo kin or to na referee watalakin na or to na linesman.
Malawa try scored, given first try of the match, and Ramsa NASINU take the lead 5-0 over Northland in the first half. Northland without their winger for the next 9 or so minutes, and of course NASINU taking full advantage. Great crossfield kick, knew that the winger wasn't there, and of course that extra man proved everything for NASINU. And of course those repeated infringements by Northland is the cause for this great build-up by NASINU, and of course a chance now to extend their lead to 7-0. Bit of a strong headwind today here at Marceline Grounds in Vatuanga, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be very tricky for the kickers. There's a strong breeze coming in from Vatuanga, and of course it's going to be difficult to get that accuracy. Kohli.
Kaya na vinakata may naduro na dange ko avomboto sarto na ridaroto may na dange karto da kabuto mandilu yo na ribina ka merto na wili ka vinaka na matan dange bebaka ni na dange tingan gori en don makasarto na bunala ko tumiki na dange.
Kick unsuccessful by Nangaliva of Ramsami NASINU. The score now, NASINU leading Northland 5-0 in the first half, and of course Northland still with a man in the bin for a spell. And this is a great opportunity for NASINU to cash in on their advantage. Great first round. Beautiful day for grassroots rugby here at Marceline Ground Vatuanga. We're looking forward to an awesome match, and of course it so far has delivered. NASINU leading 5-0. Bit of a bouncing ball. Kohli, what do you reckon?
Iyo totoo din na nonra gito na dorgon singa di kuwa iya tumantugan na gito ni singa di kuwa vambulo tumantangan ni vikim ni kinsa ndor vito koni may navoli ko kay televu andi takin ni talita kiti ko na ken toko ni may nanom ni matatimi.
So far Northland having a bit of a struggle getting it to the game line. They're being stopped behind the play of the ball, which makes it difficult to get momentum, but they are trying to maintain the possession. And of course now ref says play on as they're just inside the 10-meter line. Penalty to Northland. NASINU with the first infringement. Quick tap and go from Northland. Good strong run from Northland, taking it just outside the 22 of NASINU. And of course the first real opportunity for Northland to cash in here on the first half as they try and get it through the hands. But of course good solid defense from NASINU, stopping Northland in their tracks. But Northland get a chance to reset and rebuild. good run, great tackle from NASINU, but of course Northland still with possession. Ref can see the ball, so they'll play on. The halfback for Northland trying to get them organized, trying to get them set for possession. And of course an opportunity to attack. They're building the phases nicely, but that pass not very good, not taken well at all. Should be advantage to NASINU at this stage. Ulniviti taking the ball up strong, good tackle, but that opportunity for Northland lost. Oh, but that's a good strip from Northland. Now the ref saying advantage to Northland. Great strip from Northland in that defensive run as they try to clear the defenders out of the way. Alright, there we go, taking it strongly. Look like a forward pass there, Kohli.
Iyo, rito na ilaw kaning gitungod kay pagkaroon na mararabi na katong napol na matitim ni Northland araw ni Rutonado kinalay ni Sikoa.
Of course, NASINU's defense stronger than ever, not allowing Northland into get past the game line. They're being tackled behind the ruck, and that makes it really difficult because it takes time for the backs to reset at every phase. But of course now Northland have possession at the halfway, taking it up strongly with those runs. He's a bit high in the angle when it comes to the running, but main thing is possession and consistent possession as he goes for the kick behind the game line, looking to make there's a bit of space there inside the 22, and it looks like a knock on and a play on. Might be a costly mistake for NASINU, and Northland take advantage. 5-all, Kohli.
Dua mo kung lang sko, may indot lang sko ko rin na matitim ni Northland. Iya, redati ko na puno sko kin na matitim ni Northland ko rin ko na dorbo may tambagan ko na sko ni Northland. Kay rito mo takin na puno ay lagot may kin na matindangi. Aboboten ni na raw meron na waktu matali en rutal na kay en norto matitim.
A searching kick down the game line, of course, looking for an opportunity, and fully cashed in by Northland. That was a very costly mistake by the NASINU fullback, and now Northland have locked it up at 5-all with a handy conversion as we see the Northland first 5, the number 10, Bongitini, brother to the great Gene Bongitini, plays his club rugby up in Europe with an opportunity to take the lead. This cross breeze is going to be tricky for the kickers today. It's going to be really difficult. It's swirling all over the ground. But let's see how we go. Nice high kick. And it's through. And of course, Kohli.
Totokan na Rangoya. May pagkawasabor tayo ka ni nabuno sa nga squawkin na matitim ni Northland. Ndambe sa ito nga nabunwa ka nautomakin na matanitangi. Nanuto Rangoya. Kota ba binakasaranga na polo.
You heard it here. My TV, ladies and gentlemen. Northland take the lead against the run of play, still with the man in the bin, 7 points to 5, as we head back for the kickoff. Nice high kick. Taken strongly by Northland, but a bit of a hospital pass there by Northland. NASINU trying to pile on the pressure, and of course, that was a costly mistake. Bit of a hospital pass there from Northland trying to get the ball into open space. When you gamble like that, Kohli, you run the risk of losing possession and even the score.
Iya kan tinatoldo ko na mula isang ngayon rin may babuna ng ruka. Iya kaya baka era to marrobinakan na ilaw ko gito. Dapat alikin na kena marro na polo erawa ni ruton na to binaka kinalin score.
And now NASINU with an excellent opportunity to attack deep inside the half of Northland. A lot of pressure coming in the line out. Good throw. Ref said it was straight, but bounced back. They've lost a few meters, but they still maintain possession, and they're trying to float it through the backs. Opportunities coming there for NASINU. Try and get a one-on-one. There's a bit of space outside there for the winger. Cuts inside. Good tackle by Northland, stopping them on the game line. But this is another attacking raid for NASINU. An opportunity for NASINU to extend their lead. They're looking for the one-up runners. Taken up there by the number 7, the open side lock, Turanganarua. And of course, he gets tackled strongly by the Northland defense. NASINU still on attack, meters away from the line, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, they're being patient, building it up slowly, don't want to rush things. Ulniviti takes it up once again strongly for NASINU, but good solid defense from Northland, pushing him back, not allowing him to get over that advantage line. But NASINU still have possession, and of course, the one-man advantage as they reset for the next raid. Nice catch from the fly half from NASINU. Looking for forward runners, trying to suck in those defenders, get some space out on the flanks. Nice one on pass, good tackling, but there's no one there to support him. This is Northland's opportunity to win the ball back, but NASINU maintained possession. So close to the line. As we see them drag it over, but oh, it looks like, I think he might have lost it forward. Ref says play on. Kohli, great attacking rate from NASINU, but unfortunately, that last pass.
Totoo ba tin na noto kamba dagiti ko na matatimin na sino yo me bakang sa dati ko na kena marro wala nga bobina ka na polo ranin ruto na ya do sarangan ni bobina ka kina lines ko ayo totoo na gito ruto me barta giti na matatimin ro ay nangonongo me baka sang dagiti ko kamba dagiti ko na matatimin sino karto na sang ngatra nga merto na tambaka indones ko me baka nirto tambaka na matainis ko iliw.
That was unfortunate. It was a good opportunity for NASINU, building on some great pressure after the early mistake from Northland. But now Northland with an opportunity to clear the scrum and of course clear pressure and get some distance between them and the goal line. As you can see, a lot of pressure on the Tailevu scrum, on the Northland Tailevu scrum, and of course see how they hold. Great crowd here today, Kohli, for a great match, and of course great weather for grassroots rugby.
Kan dinatoto ko o ang bulto nga vi communicate sa ramdon bito ko ni na matitimin na sino en na yasa sa na sino talangakin na vi communicate sa ramay na matitimin ni Northland. Vi kimni nang gol sa to may bagayawa binabalev na bito ko ni.
Big push coming in from NASINU. Ref just says the scrum has collapsed. Maintained possession with Northland, but as you can see, NASINU sniffing an opportunity to get the tight head and of course throwing everything into that scrum. Let's give both teams an opportunity to reset. This will be the first time they're bringing you coverage right here on my TV for the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Challenge. And of course, great opportunity to show some of the greatest grassroots players as they look to take that next step up to the Skipper Cup, Kohli.
May bakanda sarabati ko nang gito na singani ko na kanring buling na tarbo batalang kinang gito era takabati ko ngo ora na tarbo en do na singa ora na tarbo ngo en nalasi kadake meron lintar makatalang na single chibula-bula.
Navalevu, that's right. We are midway through the first half. Northland leading NASINU 7-5 in this Vodafone Fiji Vanua Challenge. Of course, the scrum has been unsteady. Two big teams, two big packs trying to wrestle for an opportunity to get the possession. NASINU piling on pressure, trying to get Northland to make that mistake. Yeah, this will be the first of 6 rounds for the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Challenge, Kohli.
Sanjin na ilakalang ko may bakan ni yung na round here na tawirto kin na vi matatimi en na Vodafone Cup na sangatal nga endo na sala merna lagodake may baka ni oro na timi eron na tokadake era ni ron na lasikadake meron na le lanti tagsarani kinasot-sot ni Skipper Cup.
Naka, that's right. An opportunity to make it up to the next level of rugby here in Fiji, the coveted Skipper Cup. But right now, NASINU piling on the pressure. Northland barely holding on. They managed to clear the scrum. Very lucky for them. And of course, this is their chance to clear the ball. A lot of pressure came in from the NASINU scrum that time, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, Northland holding on. And of course, they got to get the ball out of there quickly. They're taking their time. Pressure coming from NASINU once again. Good high kick. But like I said earlier, with this strong breeze, it's difficult to get distance in today's match. So they're going to have to keep them low. And of course, accuracy becomes an issue as well. But of course, that's what it's all about with grassroots rugby here at Muslim Grounds Vatuanga. And of course, now NASINU with a chance to attack once again in Northland's half. And hopefully cash in with some points. After sustaining attack after attack, Northland under a lot of pressure in the last 10 minutes. Trying to psych out the hooker. Good throw by NASINU. They get it through. Bit of a forward pass there. Ulniviti Kohli, that pass unfortunately broke down the attack for NASINU.
Kandi na tuto ko iya over ito nga nila ko kaning gitong ko doon ka na naruto ka bokorte man matatimin na NASINU. Iya dari dati ko na naruto ka bokorte may go erto dong ka kita ito nga may namatan ni lagi. Dari mantan na kanila ko lang go, hindi ko en karon ni mama derto nang kay murya so bumay namatan ni iya en nagito ko nang una.
It's not often you get a beautiful day here in Suva, and of course today's a great day, beautiful weather, excellent rugby, and of course great conditions to really let loose for these two teams. It's going to be a fiery clash, and of course Northland leading NASINU 7-5 really sets the tone for the second half as both teams are just trying to wear each other down at Watuanga, Marceline grounds, ladies and gentlemen. Big push from NASINU trying to get themselves the advantage and a penalty, and I think they have succeeded. You know, Koli, NASINU scrum in the first half has really proved to be superior to Northland, and it's really giving them an advantage.
Iya, meron kan na ilagalagan ni kito da sa kabutigo ng nanggo meron dengan nanggo kamakoro tingo na matatim ni NASINU iya na kay iluti ko na matatim ni Northland and na week kay 5.
But now, of course, NASINU looking for an opportunity to take back the lead from Northland with this penalty. I would say about 43 odd meters from the goal, from the posts. And it's a bit of an ambitious kick because the weather is not working, especially the wind. The wind is not working in the favor of both teams.
Return na mebaka ni rtu sa redoti main na runa tang rtu sa kaboti ke baka rtu na wili kami na kana wono ay ngol mi kena maten tang kena kukua era ni rtu na boduruma na polo waro mertu na tang reti ko ngono ko.
The fly half for NASINU Lomani with an opportunity to take back the lead from Northland. Good, strong kick, but like I said, the wind is proving to be our biggest enemy today for the kickers. Unfortunately, that goes wide, and Northland maintain the lead 7-5 over NASINU.
Yeah. Me baka nga na danger tu takaba ertu sa sanga baka kukua me baka nga uberta tiga ke baka ertu willi kami na nga na matani dangi erawan ertu na bodruma na polea.
Yeah, as you can see, the wind clearly favoring Northland in the first half. Big up and under, but not much distance. A lot of height, though. Good take by Northland as they take it on the halfway. Get the tackle done, and of course, reset for another attacking raid. There's a lot of forwards there for Northland. They're opting to go for territory. It's a nice kick, keeps it in play. NASINU fullback, cool under pressure, passes it on, but a charge down, and of course, an opportunity now for Northland. Unfortunately, Coley, that was a close one for Northland. Knock on there, but a great opportunity, and of course, a great example of not giving up after the kick. What say?
Iyo, redatungo na ilakalago ningi turtu takaptu mengo na matatim ni Northland ertu na sangatu nga mertu na tokamay na tay ni nortu rara me rawa nirtu na wakai tuikina me baka nirtu sa liutigo enango enabitu kay 5.
Now Northland under a bit of pressure. Sorry, now NASINU under a bit of pressure as Northland try to win this scrum. We'll see how this attacking scrum works out. But of course, NASINU with the possession after that knock-on from Northland. Of course, scrums have been a bit of an issue in the first half. NASINU clearly dominating the scrums. Northland pushing, NASINU holding. Good scrum by NASINU. And of course, great opportunity to clear the ball, which takes it to about 5 meters from the halfway line. Northland with a chance now to build some pressure as we move towards the halfway mark of the first half in this first round of the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Challenge right here on my TV, Koli.
Iya nabukungan ni Leonard Mengarabitingo erto na sanga na matatim ni Northland merto na tonga en tay ni Rarongo me baka ni erto na sanga merto na tigo ngailiu me rawan ni erto rawata kina naganga en singandikwa.
Just overthrown there a little bit, but of course Northland get the possession back. Bit of a lucky bounce there, but Northland have the ball and a chance to build some pressure inside the NASINU half. Forwards are taking up strongly, a lot of one-up runners. They're trying to take out the defenders as much as possible, clear some space for the backs, but NASINU are holding strong in this first half. Northland, of course, building slowly the phases, trying to get the possession going. Bit of a high shot there. We'll just see if the ref has picked that up. Ref says play on. Northland still with possession, cuts in nicely. Oh, he's looking for space and he's found it. The fullback for Northland, and of course now Northland with a bit of momentum. Good, strong, solid run by the number 8 from Northland as they take it up once again. Good defense from NASINU, pushing Northland back. Tackles are holding now for NASINU, but Northland are sensing an opportunity, looking for that chance where they can build some pressure. Not the best pass, but of course now Northland still have possession and they're taking it up strongly. The winger there for Northland, Tumbuna Rua with possession. Going against for that crossfield kick, and of course nice take from Northland. Have possession, gets the pass, looking for someone to support. Yes, there is support there, but the defense has gotten across. They've read that play well, but now Northland with a great attacking opportunity after that crossfield kick. Pass goes a bit behind, but of course this Northland first five has really stamped his mark in the first half for Northland. As we see the inside center taking it up strongly. Defenders are holding him, but of course ref says, is that a penalty, Koli, or is a try?
Ya obombotan ni Railu tumbe kay Luna Polo. Tutokon din na iloko ni Gito to di po katakan ng na matatim ni Northland. Ya problem na taltunga kin matatim Northland ken bito koni na dentari taltunga na matatim ni NASINU do na kanan rutusa sa nga merton na tangkumbang to ka na iloko ni Gito kartu ta kaptukan matatim ni Northland en buku nga ni Gito garabto ni singa ni kuha.
Good solid clearance from NASINU, taking it up to the halfway, but Bongitini, the first five for Northland, really reading this game well and of course using the conditions to his advantage, and that crossfield kick really almost paid dividend for Northland. NASINU will have to be wary of Bongitini in the second half, of course coming back from one of the greats. His relative Gene playing in Europe right now must be watching this game and saying, woo, can go. Ref wants a good space between the two teams. NASINU with a line out. Tailevu sniffing a bit of advantage. Almost had it, but good throw from NASINU. And now NASINU with their chance to clear as the first five for NASINU. The number 10 today for NASINU, ladies and gentlemen, is Lomani. Good pressure coming in there from NASINU, but Northland holding possession. They have the ball. Getting their forwards in place and of course getting the clearing, giving an opportunity for the clearance to be made. Romani takes it, but yeah, like we said, the breeze is not working in Northland's favor today with that kick going out on the full Koli.
I opore to kana nortu iloko ningito na matatim Northland singa nirtu bang atak binasar tu kana matendangi ke bakar tu wamuri binang na matendangi erawan ni na todo ko kina na nortu sasang iya nangono ko sa nonabiri na matatim ni NASINU.
Northland have to defend again with NASINU with an opportunity to take inside the 22, but that's a messy line out, and of course Northland come away with possession and a chance to clear. NASINU with a lost opportunity. Bongitini opts to run deep inside his half, passes on back to the inside center, gets it through. Managed to beat the first tackle and of course through to the wings. Cover defense coming through, but a good solid tackle there from NASINU. Ball on the halfway now. NASINU trying to get possession back. Northland, that was a miracle they got the possession back with so many NASINU defenders. But unfortunately this play goes out and Northland a good attacking rate deep in their half, taking it to the halfway goalie.
Yeah, then dar sarap to kana nadidida ka main na adorbuya dar ni imperatu mena support sberto na matatime ke baka ertua totolen ni mertu bimuriani ke rauni ertu rauni zakava enduan viva kurombutaki si ertu ya dos serangan na lain squad.
Have to understand, my brother, first round there, so everybody's still getting into the groove. But now, of course, NASINU with a scrum just past the halfway into Northland's territory. And of course, this will be another chance for NASINU to build some pressure. NASINU have been applying a lot of pressure through their scrum and their forwards. They obviously have a bigger pack. But Northland holding on. Northland not allowing NASINU to dominate.
Yo borito na ilalo ni gitong ko mave na buko ni norto ngole tu na matatim Northland ertu bang tabi na tu mengon na matenidangi yo donga tu na matenidangi na matatim NASINU yo nagay rida manda na ngone ni mama ke raun ertu na bang tabi na matenidangi na matatim NASINU.
True, and as you can see, Northland aware to NASINU's attacking prowess in the scrum, not allowing the ball to get held up in the scrum, clear it quickly and get it out of there. Their backs are really fighting for territory here in the first half, fighting for an opportunity to get possession, pass the game line, build momentum, and of course get that opportunity. A bit of space here for Northland, read well by the fullback from NASINU as he takes it through. Not the best of kicks. Northland with another opportunity. Once again, Bongitini with the chip and chase, looking for some space at the back. Nice mark taken from the NASINU fullback. Great read of the play. And of course, ref says play on. The mark wasn't taken. And now, NASINU with possession. Northland trying to apply the pressure. I thought that was a mark that was taken, but unfortunately, ref said no. Ball to bounce. This allows NASINU to come up. Led by the prop. Bit of a hospital pass there, and of course putting pressure on Northland. He was lucky to get it away. NASINU was coming. They could smell blood in the water. The Sharks were circling Kohli. They almost had it.
Iya, toto konti na nanda sarang gitu to kan sing ni ku Allah patagen na vivo maruta kita lang ya vetu kan lo manira rango da sarapa na kana sa ubu dito ni si dire dengan non sammo dito kita dito kan to robo ya atako sumay o ko na turang ay sa ando na ka na hindi ba kibir na sar-sar tigo na singa ni ku.
As we see our first injury for the game, the winger for Tailevu, Northland, getting a bit of treatment. That's right, get the old magic water, and he's back on. As we see now with an opportunity for looks to be NASINU scrum, I think NASINU will have the scrum. Yeah, NASINU will have the scrum, and of course an opportunity to build more pressure in Northland's half. But Northland have held out quite well. Their defense has been strong, and their backs are really giving it a go. Kohli.
Ubar ito na nung tutulong ako ng gito na matatim na sino may nanguna tiga bukin na meto may nanguna ang garap tiga nanguna scrum kaya pa merto maru wala nga ba na napol arto muriya binakan na wal siya nilolak nung tutong gito around it rede juga ni pa kaya sketa juga bali na nung tuto gito.
As we see now, NASINU with a chance. Cuts in on the winger, good defense, but he couldn't maintain possession. Ball protection, an important part of the running game. And now Northland with a chance to clear their lines. That was a solid opportunity, but the ball comes out. Ref says no. Penalty to Northland, playing the ball on the ground. Kohli, a missed opportunity for NASINU. That was a great attacking raid.
Toto kan na ilokalo ngi tigur to ko to ko na matatimin na sino me po kaso porta tiga tu siya ngani tu bitan lo binaka tu ngarab binaka se tu bitu kon takati ko na ken na no tu attack tagi ko na matatimin na sino ko ya to tigi kina na ken solita ko na polo kina matatimin Northland.
As we can see, Northland with a chance to clear. Good kick, takes it up to just past the halfway into NASINU's territory. And of course now Northland with some space and of course a bit of breathing space. And a chance for them to get a quick breather and build. As they see the forwards for Northland slowly make their way up to the line out in no rush. They've been under a lot of pressure this afternoon. Referee sets it. Of course, we have the linesman not happy with the space in between the players. Good take by NASINU against the run of play. Getting the ball out wide as quickly as possible as NASINU find a bit of space through the outside center. They're breaking tackles, NASINU. Northland need to get back on defense. But a good push from Northland. Ref says it's okay. I think NASINU still have possession. And of course another chance to attack. Decides to go down the blind side looking for space. The nippy winger from NASINU. Gang tackled by Northland. I think he made the wrong call there. But of course NASINU still have possession. Ref says play on. And Northland back up with possession. That's right, Kohli, you got to play to the whistle.
Iyo. Lalu kan gitu ko, me baka antara itu kan non rong gitu ron timerua, esing ni raw marrebina tu kan polo yo. Nangito en ken todo kan rawangan ni na rawa nanganga ke baka ni mertu marrebina tu kan polo.
As this game goes on, it's the heavier forward pack of NASINU that are starting to dominate as they're trying to see NASINU get at it with Northland. Going for the old-fashioned up and under. There's space, it bounces. No communication between the back three. NASINU with the ball, with a beautiful inside flick. And of course, a great try to NASINU. That was very well read. The try scored by the Ramsami NASINU team. Wedlock scoring that wonderful try with a beautiful flick-in pass, extending NASINU's lead over Northland. Kohli. Communication between the two wings and the half and the fullback, not there.
Yes, anjin dari dengan na ilok-ilok ni kita tu kuta kami nama tim NASINU reda ni irawan ni tu lihat tu saran lenis ko ay nabuko nga ni non tu bito ko ni. Dari tu na so nangon tu kuta kami nama tim Northland may yado ko suti ko na non tu kuta kami na polo ni siang tu ko na bito ko ni. Iyo pom na boleh ni sa may tambak ratalan tu ko nama tim ni NASINU kuta kami kero tu kay enati ni kay bito.
As we see our try scorer who's just on screen, Unikoro Wedlock, extending NASINU's lead over Northland. There he is, great try scored, beautiful take from the inside flick from the support, and of course Northland allowing that ball to bounce, and of course that just did not work well in their favor. And of course, Kohli, now we have a lead, NASINU over Northland by 10 points to 7 with the kick to come.
Iya, Vanua binakatalang ang dami itong makin na polo ya, kaya baka natagi binakamay belatan ni Ndabo sa itong may na Vanua yung ulit itong makin na namatay ni Tangi. Iya, nagito ko nang una.
See how this cross breeze affects NASINU as they attempt to add to the lead. Unfortunately, no. Score is still now 10 points to 7 late in the first half. NASINU extending the lead over Tailevu, and of course Tailevu really need to communicate a bit better as this game wears on, and of course not allow NASINU to get in behind the game line, Kohli.
Iya, totoo na re-rening ito, rausulit ko na mga tatimerua, tabawin na Tailevu, na kinasama iti kabutal ito na sot-sota, and na Vodafone Cup. Iya, and nangito na siya kinikuha, eron na sanga, meron na, wakang di tekiraw, ron na timeruang ko.
Northland already rolling in the reserves, getting fresh players onto the field, trying to get that advantage back again. But of course, NASINU just trying to hold up possession, trying to make it difficult, frustrate Northland, and not allow them to get the ball back. Charge down from Northland. They're picking off the scraps of NASINU. The fullback for NASINU not taking any chances, clears it past the dead ball line. Probably landing in the backyard of somebody's house right now. And of course the ref with the call will most likely be a 5-meter scrum, Kohli.
Iyo, ngoen nando na ang una pinakaberton na matatim ni Northland, meron na tango maka, karton na sanga, meron na tokato nga, en na Vanua to kina, may baka ni sa bola to ang rutulin ko.
NASINU getting an injured player treated as they wait to set the scrum. It'll probably be a 5-meter scrum with Northland's advantage, but of course NASINU have the heavier pack, and of course have been dominating in the scrum this afternoon here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship. First round of matches, 6 rounds, and then we make it to playoffs, and of course 2 teams will be promoted to the penultimate Skipper Cup Challenge, which is Premier Rugby for Fiji, Kohli.
Ya, din na kede mev belatan na iloko ni gitongo en kenali adobi na tuptungo re en na rawa ke baka ertu na pandita karaw na matin non tong gito ke baka ertu sa rawa tarongo en raw ni ertu nang kay me baka ndo to gonito matay ni gito o matal matay ni gito me baka ndo porta tal to ngay ndo nan dong gito wasili sirin ne osang gito bango o mo katak nang gitongo me yoto tinumong gito kembali sulli sarang ikin mo tudok
Naka. NASINU pushing back, Northland scrum not holding, but they have possession. Ref says play on, taken up by the Northland number 12, and of course lost possession. That was unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen, that knock on. And of course now NASINU with a chance to clear their lines. Unfortunately, a missed opportunity there for Northland.
Yep. nonroto tokongore na matatimin na sino abumbuta enara ni erto na sanga merto na kautalibi manapolo kina nonroto lenis ko na matatimin ni Northland nabukungan ni sekarang sa angarabitungori ya dari temanta na ilako sen na dava pointi dava erto na abogadora na matatimin na sino.
NASINU with the narrowest of leads as the scrum's back down once again. Northland trying to disrupt NASINU's scrum. They do it so quite effectively, but NASINU still have possession. The ref says play on at this stage. We're trying to see who has possession, fighting for it at the base of the ruck as Northland try to pile in the pressure and cause NASINU to make that mistake. NASINU looking to clear their lines. Bongitini for Northland waiting for the possession. Center of the field kick, not the best of clearances, doesn't get much distance, but now Northland with an opportunity out wide, looking for support. Good tackling from NASINU, they're holding him up, but I think it's a try, and Northland have struck back Kohli.
Ya kandi na todo ko amay indutan na squaya na matatimin ni Northland may pagkawa parta ko nang unang garabigin na scrum ya merto one day takasaranga na matatimin ni NASINU na nondo tatangumaki merawan ni erto yawatan may kin nondo lins ko na matatimin ni Northland ya nanguno ko sa may indutan na squad kin na matatimin ni Northland.
Great pressure from the Northland forwards, forcing NASINU to hurry the kick, skewing it right down to the middle of the park, and of course Northland cashing in on that opportunity, and now with the conversion Northland are leading by 12 points to 10 over NASINU here at the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship first round.
Ia mabaritatungan na tanggen ko kebakasan duru na tanggen ko rin na kuta tagena kendo tu kai na matimin Northland kina tinikapa.
As we see now, taking his time, runners coming in, got the distance, and our first successful kick of the afternoon. And at halftime here at the Vodafone Vanua Championship, Kohli, we have our lead Northland much against the run of play, 14 points to 10 over NASINU.
Ya redetu ni lakal kaning gitu nda sarap itu kana mateni bi mama da babu na wale ni sa mailito nang ko na matitimin Northland netin ka ba kay tini na matitimin NASINU ya redetu ko indo talanga naka erto kal matakin na matitimin ni Northland nen erto di muritu may na mateni tang erto muritu man tang ka bakatalangkin na matitimin NASINU ren reto kana erto sa sangatong may kapatalangkin erto tang kay na bugun erto vang ka tang ita chumay.
Now Kohli, as we end the first half here with this 14-10 lead by Northland. Back for the second half. Welcome back to the second half of the Vodafone VG Vanua Championship, ladies and gentlemen, here at Marsden Grounds in Vatuanga. Kohli, great first half, much against the run of play. Northland leading NASINU 14-10.
Totokan na ilako ni gitu raung karabati ko na matatimerua iya enangunang ko sa toko na matatimin ni NASINU na Vanua ka mudi to mikin na matendangi dagarida ke ka erto na rawan ni na bangata pinaka na matendangi ko merawan ni erto na rawa kay kina si erto na rawata kina nanganga.
Both fly halves for NASINU and Northland really doing well. Early break from Northland, ladies and gentlemen, in the first half. Take it past the halfway line. Defenders are not able to stop the rampaging Northland forward pack as they make it through the game line, past the advantage line, looking for support. Great inside pass, giving another few extra meters, and of course, unfortunately, not being able to hold on possession. Much is the story of the first half, and now NASINU with a chance to clear.
Iyo binaka nangito ngarabitu ko nondo dito mengo na matatim ni Northland erto na sanga merto bandi takatunga nondo to liuti ko en ngito ko me bakan ni ngay matitel tunga ni nonro ngito ro na timerua ero na sanga mero na winita ka na matin nonro ngito.
Northland with the advantage and of course a chance to clear. Now Northland back with the ball. Sorry, there's NASINU with the chip and chase looking for space behind the game line, but of course the defense read it well, and now NASINU back in possession. Northland applying the pressure, but NASINU deep inside their half as they look to run it out and of course get some space and some time for the clearance to come, the all important clearance. And now because NASINU are playing against the wind, it's going to be difficult for them to get those high, long, raking kicks that they took full advantage of in the first half. Here comes the clearance, opts to run, goes down to the blind side. Nice high hanging looping kick. Defense set, but the ref calls a penalty to NASINU. Apparently taking the man out after the kick, a late tackle. That was unfortunate. Discipline very important. Of course, Northland with another lost opportunity, Koli.
Ia berto na mata timin NASINU berto na sanga berto na bangata kapinak na matanidangi ke bakarto na sanga berto na liu en na ngito en sing ko ya dona daga binaka.
As we see Northland taking it just inside the 22, NASINU taking inside the 22 of Northland and a chance to build an attack. And of course, they're inside the 10-meter line, just outside. They're about 20 meters outside the 22, and of course now the opportunity to attack. NASINU with the line-out advantage. Northland stealing it. Good steal by Northland. Hard-running grassroots rugby here, ladies and gentlemen, at Marcelin. Spreading it through, looking for those extra runners. Nice pass to the fullback, but the ref calls it. Ref says no, that was a forward pass. Unfortunately, maybe a line ball at the most. Kohli, what do you reckon?
Ia sa ngani urida full pasarangan na pasila kumaya ia ke baka erto marro binakawalangan na polo erawa ni sa ngalala sartunga na matanda tunggu araw ni erto titi pasarangan na polo kinalain skoa ia kaluda ni erto may dagaba endo walangan na mulmulmulilay en pasi walangan bakalililiw. As we see
the try scorer Wedlock being substituted early in the second half, ladies and gentlemen, and of course now the scrum to NASINU after that forward pass from Northland. NASINU forwards holding, Northland doing well in the scrum early in the second half. Bit of a juggle, runs a set piece play. Didn't really work out for NASINU, but they managed to get the ball a few more extra meters, clearing the ruck, but the ref says no penalty. Was that for the late shot on the ground by the NASINU defense, Kohli?
Sangi kukuha ka tinga may na non rong kito na matatimerua non nasasanga tiko na matatimin Northland may bukan dita katiko na nakai andam to kin na patalakin na non na liutiko en ngito ni singa kuha ka patalakin na matatimin NASINU en non nasanga men kuta ta men ken tukai may raw ni rutun na rotakin nanganga en singa kuha.
Northland have held a good account of themselves in the first half. NASINU applied a lot of pressure. They had the heavier pack, as we see the replay here. NASINU taking the ball up strongly, and of course, oh yes, there it was, the shoulder charge on the ground by the NASINU defender, and of course that the ref says is no. And now Northland with another opportunity to extend the lead. Bit of an ambitious kick. He's about 5 meters past the halfway line. It'll be about 55-56 meters if he gets this. But Northland eager to extend their lead over NASINU, and of course Bongitini has held a good account of himself in the first half, running the plays quite well for Northland, very strongly. Lots of energy, lots of great vision from this Northland first five as we line up what is probably one of the longest kicks in this game so far. Ball still alive, and of course sliced off the boot, and I think that was Northland's play from the beginning. They're using the breeze to their advantage, take the penalty kick, push it in the corner, and of course NASINU now under pressure with a line out to Northland around the 10-meter mark of the trial line. Very smart play from Northland there, Kohli.
Kanjana totoko iyo ridali subutaliti ko na dange harto sangami ngarabotin ko ndrendre to kamerto rawakai mai wana dange ambeta ni erto donga dange ni namatani dangi iyo wakanu ni to kan ni rawani erto na rawatatali ndo nakai en kenangarabi na line out ko.
The second half will be about fitness. It's been a great day for rugby, but of course fast running rugby in this weather with the hot sun bearing down on us here in Marcelin, taking its toll on both teams. Code completely misfires there for Northland. Now NASINU with a chance to clear possession, and that was unfortunate because Northland were just starting to apply pressure, but they continue to apply pressure through the tackles as NASINU look to try and clear it out of their danger area, give them some breathing space. Pressure coming in on the first 5, and of course not the best of clearances, but a low kick. He's read the conditions well. Keep the kicks low and you'll get more distance. But now of course Northland with an opportunity to mount another attacking raid with this line out just outside the 22, midway between the 22 and the 10-meter line. And of course Northland taking momentum away from NASINU, and of course now they sniff an opportunity. Full line out for Northland, but NASINU ahead of the game, and good disruption from Northland. NASINU had won that line out, but Northland disrupted beautifully and now have the scrum.
Totokon din na iwalwal ni gitu ortu ngarabating ko na matatim ni Northland ina nurtu sanga mertu na buan di tagirto itigo na senirara mebaka ni irtu na sanga mertu na buan di tagirto itigo men ena nurtu sa liutigo en nangono go ena tin kaba tini na matatim ni NASINU.
NASINU will want to apply pressure. Northland will need to clear the ball out quickly. The heavier NASINU pack has pushed this Northland scrum around. Need to get the ball out quickly before NASINU can apply pressure. Good scrum from Northland. Bongitini with the double dummy, and of course sending it out through the backs, looking for space. This is where Northland are very deadly. Broken play has been really working well for Northland. Unfortunately, Koli, just a slightest of knock-ons, and that attacking raid brought to an end.
Iwangan na dangilan pananonruto sa to sa tagitumenggo na matatimin ni Northland na matatimin ni Buligo kay Telebu yo verto na matatimin na sino kay pagarto na binakata merto na paganditaka na nanruto ngito na singani kuha na ribinaka merto na tawro wa maluto kanila ko ngito ko mebaka ni erto kalong ta pagalibuti urto ni erto na didi batiko kenabunwa angoliti na matentang.
Beating tacklers easily on the outside. Just unfortunately, right at the end there, you see the slightest of knock-ons from Northland, bringing that attacking rate to an end. And now NASINU with a chance to get a clean scrum, clear the ball, relieve some pressure, and move into the Northland half. Their scrum holding well. NASINU trying to milk a penalty. Gets away from the defenders, not the best of kicks, taken directly by the fullback, looking for options left or right, goes for the old-fashioned up and under, breeze behind their back, why not? Just misses out, so that's advantage to NASINU. And of course, yes, just held it by the fingertips. It has worked well, the up and under for Northland. Those high kicks has given them 2 clear opportunities which they scored in. Unfortunately, NASINU at this time, they're starting to tire just a little bit coolly.
Kandi na todo ko iya ritetungan na kendo tu bakin na dorbo ni Northland patalakin matim NASINU viru rubina sartungan na ken tu size ken palabu patalakin na ken tu momong ganga iyo sana gay bukataw nga en na wal ni gito ken maru rubina na polo merawa ni gay madala o di na non ganga ni singani kwa.
Northland with fresh replacements coming on, trying to give the team an added boost, fresh power legs. And of course that will boast well for them as the second half goes on. But now of course NASINU with the scrum, and of course a chance to clear, maybe move into Northland's territory.
Wa binatigo bi irkesar na bitokoni en Vodafone Cup balatan yo uira sarangan na dorbo rangito tingo indo nang unair na lasikata kikin na Vodafone kin skip cup ka batalakin na en ken lindar maki na singleti bula.
Naka, as you can see, NASINU with a good kick inside the 22 of Northland. Not enough pressure, gets a good clearance away. Ball allowed to bounce, giving Northland time to get up there. The NASINU fullback under a bit of pressure, but gets the pass away. But now Northland looking for territory deep inside NASINU's half. A lot of pressure coming from there. Will the ball go dead? Yes, it is. Very fortunate for NASINU there. A lot of pressure coming in from Northland as they could see space behind the backs, and of course another chance to take advantage. Koli.
Operator tu kan elak ni bedange rau daga bati gor na matati merua mai na matati NASINU apatalakin na matati ni Northland. Operator tu ni sa erto bakilat kumay na kukunin gito na singin kuha.
Today been a great day for this Northland first five. Bongitini on screen now, as you can see him. He's had a good first half, read the game well, took advantage of the opportunities, and used the width of the field and of course the breeze to his full advantage. A lot of experience there from Bongitini as he's been steering this Northland pack around quite effectively in this game.
Ragito sorot ng may nalini Vanua na non ramay tokon na kapatalakin na non ramay cheta katu na non ramata timi en singani kuha.
Both teams taking a water break, much needed water break, as the hot sun is bearing down on us here in Vatuanga, and as you can see, NASINU have an injury and that's being attended to by the medics. Ramsami NASINU, ladies and gentlemen, and of course Northland, first round match here, first of 6 rounds for the Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship, and of course a chance to make it through to the next level, like you mentioned earlier, Koli.
Kandi na todo ko iya nangonongo wandi ko to na matatim ni Northland en kai tin ko ba tini na matatim ni NASINU. Yo erto na sangati ko na matatim ni Northland merto na wandi takati ko na ilako ni gitungo meron ni erto ratakin nanganga kapatalan kina wana matatim NASINU erto na sanga ko merto na mbini teleso na kai merawa ni erto na winita kana matin no tutong gito na singani ko.
Coming on for NASINU, Apisai Raimbevu replacing the injured player, and of course now an attacking scrum for NASINU with of course a new halfback, Koroi, coming in to add a bit of pace and power to NASINU's attack, and of course we'll see how this attacking raid goes for NASINU. NASINU pushing, trying to get a penalty, doesn't work out. Now they run it through the backs, looking for space on the inside, chops inside, beats a tackler, goes for the hospital pass, makes it through, dives under a high shot, and now they run it through the big forwards. NASINU now sensing an opportunity to build some pressure deep inside the Northland half. Gang tackled the NASINU forwards, clearly dominating in terms of size. Takes 2 or 3 tacklers of Northland to bring them down. That time held behind the game line. Good tackle from Northland. Good defense as they reset for another attacking raid inside the half of Northland. NASINU with possession. NASINU able to beat the first tackle, but gang tackling of Northland working well for them in the second half as they run it through the backs. End of a forward pass. Ref says play on. NASINU sensing an opportunity. These big NASINU forwards get an opportunity to run the ball, and of course now breaking tackles this outside center for NASINU. Looking for space down the field. There's a bit of a gap, but it closed quickly. Defense on him immediately. As NASINU look to build again, Northland's tackling still effective, holding off this NASINU attack.
Iyo mabke bakaruto na pinagkata meron ng bini endo na kai na matitim NASINU narbina ka meron na torto kumbaon lo na polo kapatalikin na kinatanggo magina polo meron nirtu ya dosaran kinalins ko.
NASINU hot on attack with a chance to get as close as possible to the line. They're meters away. The Northland defense holding, setting the ruck once again. Forwards are bashing it through, trying to get themselves some space. Look to see if they can rumble it over themselves. There's a lot of space out on the open side for NASINU if they choose to go down that way, but it doesn't look like it. The forwards are keeping the ball close to their chest, trying to get it over. They're almost there, ladies and gentlemen, almost under the posts. NASINU trying to dig over, and of course, ref says no. Penalty to NASINU. And of course, right in front of the post, this should be an easy 3-pointer. Northland offside that time. Now NASINU with a chance to make a decision. Go for the 3 or go for the try, Kohli?
Ia wakatau wakatulawa binaka berto na matitimi bimbi kon kapitani ni NASINU kepa arto na binagata merto na bukan ditegirto ngito ni singini kuwa kapatalikin kepa arto binagata merto na liu se merto na rawatan ganga ni singini kuwa.
NASINU not opting to use their powerful scrum as a chance to push it over. They go for the set piece, drive it over on the far side. Defense a bit skinny on that far side from Northland. And of course, good defense from Northland that time. The ref blows it up. It looks to be held up on the try line. So it's going to be a 5-meter scrum to Northland. Of course, Scully, you know how powerful the NASINU scrum is. But there have been a lot of substitutes in the second half for NASINU.
Ia kanti na todo ko nangonongo sa tiga bu mer duru tal tukani na bisaw na bukun ni nor sa pagilatal tunga na kukunin gito o irer sa gito to mato liu ia daw ni binawale birto na matitim na sinu ke pagkarto na kata merto na liu serto na wanditaka na gito ni singini kuwa na binaka merto na marro na polo karto turbo molwa nilo ni gito arto takapti ko ni singini kuwa.
NASINU have almost emptied their bench as they try to get reinforcements on. And of course regain the lead with this 5-meter attacking scrum as they set the scrum now. You can see just held up there. The ref said no. Unfortunately that set play did not work that time, but will this attacking scrum from NASINU, who has clearly dominated the scrum this afternoon, pay dividends? Northland hold, but the blind side is open. There's an opportunity there for NASINU. A lot of people in the way, defenders all over the place, and I think it's a try to the winger, Berra. And as the ref giving it call, it looks like it's a try.
Doon iskoa tutukan tin na nanuto kambata kituminggo na matatim ni NASINU en nanuto sa sambe paka overtadika en nanuto tawro tong ako malo nila ni gitu o patalikin na kena marurin polo sa mayado merto tambaga raw kinan na skoya en na singani kuwa.
Good try from NASINU. You see the replay here. They set the platform really well. The Northland pack was fragmented, didn't allow them to reset the defensive lines. There was space on the blind side. NASINU took full advantage of that opportunity with the winger Berra jumping over in the corner for the try. NASINU now lead Northland 15 points to 14 with the conversion to come. Great Saturday afternoon here in Maslin Grounds, Kohli. Great opportunity for some awesome grassroots rugby.
Totoo ka bagoti ya be ko na dorbo paromen na tangitinggo na matatimin ni NASINU kaya ka en muri bina na matandangi en rawa ni na tumbo talakiano to kay en
just hits the post. It hasn't been successful. The wind playing a big part of the kick, affecting the kicking conditions. Lomani with his best effort so far, and unfortunately couldn't make the conversion. But they still have the lead, Kohli, by 1 point here in the second half. Much against the run of play.
Iya kanti na todo ko iyo natikon na ribimbi na bukun ni kai raw ito ko beraw nangunungo tinikalima kay tinikaba kaya naman bale kaya bakain ta sa ngamin na kilaw di nanggangay nang gito ni sigani kuwa ang gaybo ka tao nga gito binakay ron sulya gito ang karabiti ko nangunungo.
Nice high hanging kick from Northland as they try to get some men under the ball. Good solid shot just as he got possession. Ref said nothing illegal in that play on. NASINU with the ball, with a bit of hint of momentum. They can sniff it, that momentum is changing sides. And now NASINU with a chance. Clear the kick, safety first. Lomani with a nice long hanging kick, but taken on the fly by Northland over the halfway. And of course a nice long pass, but unfortunately could not be taken by the open side flank on that occasion. And of course now NASINU with the scrum all line out option, Kohli.
Iya binaka totokan tin na ilalo ni gitu turtun karabating maya iya sa ngay buka tunga na buka tulo binaka meron ni erto na rawatekina na nonrutu sa sanga maya do pasarin na linis ko iyo en nabukungan ni kaya rumay biniti ka nangunong ko tinikalima kay tinikaba en sa ngaw na sino may nabukan ditegi ko itiko patalikin na matatim ni Northland en sa nga men tambakatali se donas ko se nambito talin do na kay meron ni rawatekina naganggahay na sigani ko.
As we see a change for Northland, there's a substitution. Number 15, Wairakia, is being taken off, and he's being replaced by number 23, Oli Sovu, who will be taking up his position on the wing. And of course, that means the winger drops to the fullback position, and a bit of a shift for these two teams in this Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship match. NASINU with the scrum inside the 10-meter line, but Northland with a great push, and they've won themselves a penalty. Much against the run of play. Northland taking momentum away from NASINU. NASINU a bit complacent on that occasion, not allowing NASINU not being allowed to set the scrum, and of course now Northland with another penalty and a choice to go for the 3-pointer, take the ball into the further into the half of NASINU, which I think they're going to do with the line out, and of course build some more pressure against NASINU and try and get back that lead. Kohli.
Iya, matatim ni Northland me baka nirtong wali tu me baka wa rto na sanga nirtong wali mengo me kun nirto lesu talewali me rto na ngole me rto na kauto pati rto na ganga. Iyo wana matatim talangan NASINU nirtong gitu tong rto na sanga me rto na tangko maka na rara ka patalan kina ena ken rto na binakata me rto na bukan dei takatiko me nirto na gitu ena singin kuwa me rawa ni rto rawati kina na mateni ganga na mateni nirto gitu.
Set piece play just outside the 22 of NASINU. Northland with options to take it through the forwards, or of course try another backline move. Good solid line out. Ref says the ball was straight, so they play on. Northland now with a chance. Bongitini's in there to try and dig it out. The halfback's been caught up in the ruck. Running it through the forwards. Not the best of passes from Bongitini on that occasion, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, pass was a bit too low, and of course that snuffs out another attacking raid from Northland and gives NASINU an opportunity to clear the ball.
I already tu na ilako ni gito rung garabu tu na matiti merua ndo na kan ndo tu tol takati na polo ka libo abuniti ko na kenalilutu ya ke baka ertu na turbo malua vital no tu na luminrara ertu muria bina ka ilako ni gito ndo ndo mertu na muria en rawa nirtu na rawa tananganga.
Can Northland pull off another big scrum like they did the last time? Much against the run of play. NASINU has had forward pack dominance in the first half, but a lot of changes in men over the last second half has caused NASINU's scrum to somewhat fragment. They managed to clear the ball there just nicely. Lomani gives a high hanging kick, not much distance, but of course they win the ball back, and now they have possession just near the halfway. NASINU. Northland better be careful not to be offside. Low pass that drops, but of course good take from NASINU, and the grabber getting it behind the line, and of course a fumble from Northland, but he managed to get the ball back. That wasn't a knock on, just a simple fumble. Ref says play on, but Northland under a lot of pressure from NASINU. The forwards are piling in, trying to get them to make that mistake. Northland need to settle it. Bongitini there gets the clearance up. Not going to go out this one. Good communication between the winger and the first five. Looks to be a late shot. Ref hasn't said anything. Yes, it is going to be a penalty to NASINU for that late hit, or I think it's going to be a hit in the air. Ref might want to have a chat to the linesman about this, as tempers run a bit hot here in Maslin.
Via suku-sukura po kalilay na ilako ninggito and kena kaukawa ya sa bukan itu ngorto na ndaw nila wa merto ng gairida na vi kaiso ya dito ko na luminira rai na sigani kuha.
Thankfully both players are not injured. They're able to continue in the game. The Lomani, the first five for NASINU, and the winger for Northland, as the ref wants to have a bit of a chat. Wants to see if there's a bit more malice in that attack, and of course the resulting play after that. As we can see, Bongitini trying to clear the ruck. Nice high hanging kick, good communication between the wing and the fullback. The first five. Here we are, Lomani in the air and gets taken out, and then there's also possibly an incident there with when Bongitini got the ball back. So the refs are having a bit of a mini conference. Ref is calling over one of the Northland players. Looks like he's calling over Tranganarua. Have a chat with him, possibly for taking out Lomani in the air, or for maybe some of the niggle that ensued after that. I think he's talking about taking out the play in the air, and just waiting to see if he's going to reach it to his pocket, and I think he is. Yellow card, a bit harsh from the referee, but yeah, Northland will be out without one of their attacking forwards for the next 10 minutes, as we see their player that number 5, number 14, the winger, Tambona Koro, being taken off for the next 10 minutes for that incident, Kohli. So NASINU with the advantage.
Iya, liu tiko NASINU ina tini kalima, tini kapati ko na mata timi ni Northland, erto na sanga na mata timi NASINU, merto na tambakatali, nduan kendo tukay, merawa nirto na pukandita ka nangito na singa ni kuwa. Mata timi ni Northland, kaya baka erto na pinakata, merto na kauta da kamay, siya merto na liu, siya merto na rawatan ang ganggain na singa ni kuwa, en rebinaka merto na pukandita ka tiko, na ilagol ka nangito, kartong karabatiko, ka rutubitan lo baliw.
NASINU with the probing kick deep into the half of Northland. We're just trying to see where the linesman has sighted the ball. But it is deep inside the half of Northland, and now NASINU with an excellent opportunity to use those big forwards that they have to rumble this one over and, of course, extend their lead over Northland. Can Northland hold out? This is going to be a critical point of the match. A lot of talk. There's about 20 referees out there right now. Everybody with an opinion, but NASINU take the ball up strongly. Set the line out, looking for that maul, trying to get the ball over pushed, but unfortunately, a knock-on from NASINU. And now Northland with a chance to clear their lines, and of course, Northland just trying to give their forwards a bit of a breather as we wait to reset the scrum, Kohli. Unfortunately, missed opportunity from NASINU.
Iya, en sa nga ko na matatim ni Northland, merto na lagot ni mai kina nono lenis ko na matatim ni NASINU. Iya be NASINU, erto na sa nga merto la bandita ka to kana bunor to kina, merawa nirto binitel ni kirto kay, mera nirto kan dita girto en nangito ni sikandi kwa.
It's not over for Northland though. They still have to defend this scrum before they can clear the ball. NASINU have had significant dominance in the forward pack for most of this match. Trying to get a steady scrum. Ref's not happy, too much movement. He wants to reset it. This first round match between Northland and NASINU. Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship, a chance to make it through to the Skipper Cup for the best two after 6 rounds of competition right around Fiji over the next 6 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Looking forward to it. As the ref resets the scrum. Northland to get this one out quickly. They've been doing well, even though the scrum has been under a bit of pressure. NASINU have been piling in the forwards and of course clearly have the bigger forward pack, especially in the tight 5. NASINU just need to get the ball in quickly and out as we see Bongitini stepping into first half, into fly half, from the fly half to the halfback position. And now they set themselves up for a maul. Get the ball cleared quickly, get it out of there. Doesn't get the best of contact with that, as it lands into somebody's backyard. Hopefully we will return the ball, which is important. And of course now NASINU with another chance to attack deep inside the half of Northland. Prolonged pressure from NASINU, from Ramsamy NASINU, for an opportunity to extend their lead over Northland.
Rodeti ko na iloko ni no nadangi na dorbo mo na matatimi ni Northland ke baka me abu katulo binakan na buku ni dangi abu mbota ni singa nindo na dangi binakasara ataka maya iya ena bukungan ni sasanga ke na non rasang nutu sanga mertola ko tadi menalenis ko kapatan lagi kina matatimi na sin non rutu kukuan ni nutu tatang kumaki non rutu sanga merto tok nga na bunur to kina me baka ni sa bola to kani kina non rutu lenis ko.
As you see Rasero throwing the line out. A new hooker, but that wasn't straight, says the ref. Frustration from the NASINU forwards, as now Northland with an opportunity to clear the ball and of course relieve pressure deep inside their half. Scrum to be set. It's a Northland feed, but NASINU will put tremendous pressure on the Northland scrum, as they have for most of the first half. NASINU will just apply that pressure, use their big tight 5. Northland will just need to get the ball out as quickly as possible and of course clear it from their lines. Big push coming from NASINU. Fumble, a lot of pressure. NASINU very smart there, allowing the ball to run out and of course getting themselves another scrum, putting a lot of pressure on Northland. and of course causing Northland to make that error, and now their chance once again. They've camped out outside the Northland 10-meter line for vast periods of this second half. And of course this is energy sapping rugby as the defense has to continuously reset itself. But ladies and gentlemen, this is grassroots rugby, Vodafone Fiji Vanua Championship at its very best, 2020 edition. Yeah, ref is not happy with one of the NASINU players, bit of back chat. He's just telling him, take it easy, we're here to play rugby, let's all have some fun. Good clean rugby at the Vodafone Vanua Championship, Kohli. Things got a bit hot, but we're all calming down and resetting for a scrum.
Yeah. Then doon na ngon bala na nanduto kel to ko ndo en asan ni raray sa nandongo na matatimin na sin nanduto sa ngamerto na buwan dita katiko na ngito en singani kwa matatimin Northland erto na sa ngabago ko merto na bital no merto na tagabat merawa nerto kautatan may na polo kina nanduto lens ko na matatimin na sin
Bongitini, the first 5/halfback for Northland, making it extremely difficult for NASINU to get a clean ball out, and this is causing a bit of frustration for NASINU. Northland are making it difficult for NASINU to set a platform. As you can see, everybody has an opinion, everybody's seeing a different version of events, and of course the ref is really trying to keep control of things here, trying to make sure that everybody just enjoys a good game of rugby. But NASINU are getting frustrated by Northland, particularly Bongitini and his scrappy, attacking tactics that he's stopping them from getting clean possession out of that scrum code.
Iya, lawa ni gitu go orton na sanga roroti go merton rota nganga en bukungan ni matay ni nondo gitu ni sikindi kwa me pakani lawa ni gitu keder na garapon go en na na nguna erton sanga tel nga merton na lago daki kin buturara ni gitu en ski pakap iyo gitu ni sikindi kwa me pakarndo ubaritaka sanyu nga kemarai.
My brothers, we see NASINU with the set piece play, cuts inside, beats two tacklers, one-on-one with the fullback, runs him over easily, gaining lots of meters. He's close to the line, but I think he's lost it. The ref says play on. We'll have to relook at that challenge in the air, but NASINU back on the attack. Lots of Northland defenders around to stop NASINU with another attack. NASINU resetting. It's all happening here at Vatuanga, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, NASINU resetting for another attacking raid. Northland, their defense quick up, trying to stop them from getting past the game line, giving them no edge. Northland, they're giving everything for this defensive effort here in the second half. NASINU once again probing the outer fringes of the ruck, looking for opportunities on both sides. They've stacked the left-hand side. He goes for the intercept, and it is a good gamble because NASINU had men on the overlap, but NASINU have the ball back again. That intercept gives Northland time to reset their defensive cycle and of course prevent NASINU from attacking, and as you can see, it has paid off with what would have been, the ref says no, that's not going to happen. It is a knock on to NASINU, and Northland, after that series of play, have come out with an opportunity to clear the ball. Great defensive effort from Northland.
Wa kandua iya kakuan din na nanuto tatang gumagito na matatim ni Northland iya kuko taltunga na nanuto sa sanga dagito na matatim ni NASINU merto ulay tambaka nasko meron nirto bukan ditigirto en ngito garabito nga nangungo iya en matatim ni Northland nanuto dagito na matatim ni NASINU banga erto banga simende tiko nanuto sa sanga tiko merto ya ni kinalain sko Bibukan titigtal tiko bikenta nangungo liuti ko na matatim ni NASINU en tin kalima tin kabati ko na matatim ni Northland.
Northland not out of the woods just yet. NASINU scrum has been dominant in the first half. They need to clear this ball very quickly. Bongitini needs to get it in and out as soon as possible, which they do. And of course they try a blindside play that does not work out well at all for Northland. And it's a knock-on and the advantage scrum to NASINU. Northland gambling down the blind side. Clearly they saw an opportunity. There may have been another advantage for them, but unfortunately not paying off for them here, Kohli.
Iya, sasanga garabitunggo na sanga orang na timerua meron na pandi tigiro na mateni gitu. Ang balata indo na kain do na ababure baka sa patalangkin na rin baka ditakira kaya baka erawin sa na matenon rin ito iyo Northland may baka nanon tungol itong may baka yawa erto na sanga merto na lang may merto kuni ilesu talwal erto na pinakata merto no kauto batiki erto nangganga en singani ko matim na sino na tongo ambalabuto ko nanon to may kele tongo nanon to ya senrara iyo erto na sanga merto na binitel to na kay may baka data ka na kinuto kay meron erto rawata kin nangganga ni singani ko
NASINU rolling in the substitutions, trying to get fresh legs on the field. Scrum doesn't work out well, but it looks to be a penalty to Northland. Against the run of play, Northland have won themselves a scrum penalty in the second half. That should really give them a stiffen and also an opportunity to clear that defensive line. A great defensive effort from Northland over the last 10 minutes, Kohli.
Iyo ito nang una bilang ko bi Northland merto ba tulab na kan kena kaule bi may na polo se merto mingito kina nonto sanira ra meron nirto rawa kay kina iya matatimin ni NASINU tonggo en nasangaw ko me na tang mga binaga ko na iloko ningito may bi Northland merawa ni napakandita kan nangito ni sikindi ko
Northland with the line out just outside their own 10-meter line. And of course, a bit of breathing space between them and the try line. Huge defensive effort over the last 10-15 minutes. Preventing wave after wave of attack from NASINU as they trudge slowly up to the line out, getting themselves an opportunity to get a quick rest before the next phase of attack. NASINU still holding on to the slenderest of lead by 1 point as the fans get into the game here in Vatuanga. Bit of a fumble there. NASINU now back with possession. As you can see, the fans are really trying to get their team into it. NASINU back with an opportunity on the halfway line. Lomani goes for the grabber. Cleaned up nicely by Northland, but the defense for NASINU coming in there. Good stepping from the Northland fullback. Forwards need to get back and get this ball protected. Resets itself. Looks like Bongitini is playing in the halfback position now. He's moved from fly half. And that was a good defensive effort from NASINU, herding the Northland forwards over to the sideline, not allowing them to gain any momentum, and now they have the line out. A lot of hands on hips. Kohli is taking its toll in the second half, the pace of this game.
Tatang kumaki na matitimin NASINU nunduto sanga merto na bukan dita ka nanggito en nasinga dikuwa iya matitimin Northland merto na sasanga ba kukuwa merto na kuta may baka ni sabu wala ka ni may dapat ko nanggito en nasinga dikuwa
as the ref does a quick check to make sure all the reserves are on, all the substitutes are taken correctly, and now we set for the line out with NASINU to throw in. And of course, this is just midway between the 10 and 22 of Northland. NASINU looking for an opportunity. Not the scrappiest of plays, but taken from Northland. Ref says play on, no knock on. NASINU with the advantage. The Northland forwards, good strip from Northland. He's calling for the knock on. Ref says play on. I don't think the ref spotted it, but Northland with possession. The ref says play on because Northland have the ball. And of course, another chance to clear their lines. NASINU with another missed opportunity. Northland holding out grimly with the ball, but they're deep inside their half. They need to clear it out as soon as possible. Bongitini with a nice high hanging kick, but doesn't get much distance, just near the half. And now NASINU back on the attack, looking for space, taking it up strongly, taking in those defenders. The defense for Northland holding. NASINU looking for opportunities on both sides, trying to reset their attacking line. Taking it up through the forwards, the backs went set then. Clearing the ball, but it looks like a fumble. No, play on, says the ref, no knock on. NASINU quickly through the hands, they have players. They have extra players out on that side of the field. But of course, yes, you can't do that. NASINU play on. Northland better be careful. Somebody might get sent to the sin bin with their discipline. They are on the attacking charge. Northland defense rushes up. Looks to be a high tackle. Ref continues to play advantage. Number of infringements to choose from for this one. But NASINU still with possession. Go down the blind side, rumbling it through the big forwards. Fortunately, possession, but the ref will play the advantage for for knocking the ball down in the ruck. NASINU asking, is this a yellow card offense? Ref says no.
Totoo na nonrutong marurutong may napolo na matatim na sinu ka ranirto pang dita ka to na nonrutong gitu merto tok nga na len sen na esa ni rara to sa to kin me baka ni sa habo pole tong kon rutolin ko yo erto na sanga merto na birtalin to na kay meraw ni nakuta ken na keruto kan singini ko me baka dita girto tiko enang gitu kan karabiti ko en na Vodafone Cup ni singini ko.
Bad mistake by Lomani. The NASINU fly half tried to get the kick, but unfortunately that was worked out well for NASINU in the end. Kohli, despite that error at the end, what say? They come away with the win.
Iya, may pagka sa porta juga na nonruto marro pinakatok na polo na matatim na sinu ken nonruto puan di takatok na sa nirara may raw ni ruto puan di takatok ken na nonruto ungangga ni sing dikuha. Iya, samay nonruto ungangga ni sing dikuha pa na wale wikim dikit sa nonton pito koni na matatim na sinu kapatalikin na wikim dikit sa ramay na matatim ni Northland anu itakan ni ndon nang gitu pinakan may sarap ni sing dikuha.
Hard-fought win for NASINU here in Vatuanga. Right, just like Kohli mentioned, 15-14 over Northland. Northland heartbroken, had so many good opportunities. Unfortunately, at the end, NASINU come away with the winning points of the Vodafone Vanua Championship Round 1 for my TV. On behalf of Kohli and the team here, and our level, we'll see you next week. Thank you.